everybody. Welcome to Savi's Palette. My name is Savita. In today's palette, I'm going to be sharing with you one more of my mom Ratna's recipe, and we call it Sautekai Hasi Gojju. Sautekai is cucumber, hasi is raw, and Gojju is this tangy, sweet, spicy sauce. So it's basically chopped raw cucumbers in this spicy, tangy sauce. So let's go ahead and get started. The key ingredient here is the cucumber, which I've already chopped to really fine pieces. I've peeled and chopped it. I've used English cucumbers, but you can use any cucumbers. And you just have to peel it and chop it finely. The other stuff which goes into grinding is 2 green chilies, this much of cilantro, which I think when I chop up will come up to be about a tablespoon. And this is about a tablespoon of fresh turmeric, which I've shredded. You can use a teaspoon of turmeric powder instead. So I'm going to tell you about the other ingredients as we go ahead and make it. So let's go to my stove where the pan is getting heated up. So to the heated pan, I'm just going to add a teeny bit of olive oil, just a little bit. So I'm going to add half a teaspoon of Methi seeds or fenugreek seeds. We're going to fry this up a little till it gets half roasted. So the fenugreek is roasted half. So this will add 1 teaspoon of cumin seeds. And we're going to roast these two things together till we get a nice aroma. So a nice aroma is coming and both these items are roasted well. I'm going to remove this onto a separate plate. So I've removed it into a separate plate and I'm going to add about 3 teaspoons of sesame seeds. And I'm going to stir this up till it gets nice and toasted. All right, the sesame seeds is nice and brown toasted. So we are going to remove this into the same plate. To this, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of Dhalia or roasted Chana dal. We're going to fry this just slightly. So let's give it a quick stir, just enough for it to get heated. And to the same pan, I'm going to add the chopped green chilies and the cilantro. Give it a quick stir. You don't really need to fry this a lot, just warming it up. Finally, some fresh coconut. I have coconut pieces here. If you are adding grated coconut, you would add about 2 tablespoons. I have about 8 to 9 pieces. Give this a quick stir. Add this to the other items. Here are all the items which goes into the grinding process. Okay, before grinding, just a few things. You want to make sure all the fried mixture is completely cold. First, I'm going to move the turmeric, the items which needs to be ground, and I'm going to move the cucumber into my container in which I'm going to make this gojju. All right, the cucumbers are ready in its container. And all the items which I had fried are cool now. I'm going to move it into this container to grind. And I'm just going to grind using my bullet. You can use any of your mixer blender to do this. So to this, I'm going to add about half a cup of water. Half a teaspoon of tamarind paste. Half a teaspoon of salt. 1/4 of a teaspoon of coconut sugar. Smells so heavenly. I've just added another 1/4 cup of water to this. All right, let's check this. Yeah, it's well ground. You don't necessarily want it to be super smooth. You kind of want a little bit particulate, and you just want to make sure everything is ground well, especially the coconut, because I put large pieces. So this is ready to go. I'm just going to go ahead and add this to my cucumbers. And I'm going to add 1/4 more cup of water just to rinse out this container and give it a quick blast. There. Let's just add that to this. So you can add more water. Looks like this can definitely hold a little bit more water. Add another half a cup of water. So total, we put 1.5 cups of water. Let's give this a quick taste. Make sure all the spices. This is so very tasty. It's a little bit spicy, and you guys can add less green chilies if you want. And the final step is to make a seasoning. So we're going to use the same pan to make the seasoning. And the amount of water you can modify as to how you like it. And I also realized that this can use another 1/4 or a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. So please adjust the salt to your taste. You add just a little bit of olive oil. And to this, we'll add about a teaspoon of mustard seeds. As it's getting closer to sputtering, I'm going to add about 1/2 teaspoon of asafetida or hing. Okay, I'm also going to quickly add some curry leaves. Okay, the seasoning is ready. And we're going to stir this up. Okay, the Cucumber Gojju is done. We're going to go ahead and give it a quick taste. So I have it here in this container, and let me show you how it looks by transferring it to a smaller container. There. That's how it looks. And it goes really well with plain rice, curd rice, or even Indian breads like chapati and dosa. I'm going to give it a quick taste. So nice and crunchy. Perfect balance of the tamarind, the salt, and a little bit of sugar. You could increase the sugar if you want. For me, I don't like it too sweet, so I had only 1/4 teaspoon. And the blending of the flavors of cumin, fenugreek seeds, and the sesame seeds is just amazing. The flavors just burst in your mouth. And hope you all get to try this out. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I hope to see you all again. Bye-bye.